Motorhead Garage, the program that each week introduces you to and shows you how to install the latest and exciting and innovative products for your vehicle. Motorhead Garage is presented by NHOU Protective Coatings. Now here's your host, Dave Dobson.
Hello there, Motorheads. This show is for you. This is Motorhead Garage presented by NHOU Protective Coatings. And if you like diesels, well, this show is for you as well. If you want to get a little bit of performance or a lot of performance out of your diesel, we've got the one-stop shop for you. It's Blessed Performance. Matt, you brought your assistant Keith, so we know it's a family-run business. So if I've got a truck and I've had it for a while, or if I buy a new truck and I want to hop it up, what do I need to tell you to get some help?
Well, the first question I'm going to ask you is what you use your truck for daily. Do you tow it? Did you buy it to race? Did you buy it to go to the track? Or just daily drive around town? And then from there, you're going to give me that information and we can go from there to work on what we're going to do for the build.
Where does your experience come from? How do you know what's going to make my truck do what you want it to do?
20 years of trial and error. That's really what it is. Just lots of playing with trucks, my own personal trucks, trying a whole bunch of combinations out to figure out what works for tow rigs, what works for a race truck. We've just been blessed to have a lot of opportunity to play with them and have a good time with it.
How important is it for you to have the customer walk away with what they're looking for?
That's the #1 goal. I want them to walk away. I want them to tell all their friends, their family. You got to go talk to Matt at Blessed Performance, Chase at Blessed Performance, any one of our team members at Blessed Performance, Keith soon enough, about what to do for your diesel truck, so that way you can have some fun with it, make it reliable, plus make it a race truck if that's what your goal is.
You obviously have recommendations when folks come to you with their needs. How important is it for you to give them choices on everything that they're going to do to the truck?
I like to give them a few options, so that way they know what the difference is between VGT, non-VGT, what this size injector or that size injector is going to do, what the aluminum versus the cast iron heads are going to do, what a stage 1 versus stage 2 cam is going to do, and their engine to make it perform a certain way, so that way they can know where they're headed with their truck. If they have optimum goals of going to a street race truck at some point, but they want it to tow right now, then we can set up the internals of the engine ready to do that, so that way when they swap injectors and turbo, the inside of it's going to hold up for it.
What level of expertise do you get? Folks calling, are they brand new into the diesel world? Are you getting experts?
I mean, we deal with a lot of brand news, but I mean, we get a full range of it. We've got guys that have called up and said they know exactly what they want. I mean, that's kind of easy to work with, obviously, but I enjoy the educating part of it. I tell people all the time that ask me, because I'll spend hours talking to people, and one of the funnest things for me is to show them and educate them on what they're going to find when they do these. We focus on 4 different power levels, basically, for like that truck right there, the 6Ls. And I get to talk to them about what that's going to do. We focus on a few different turbos for the 6-7 Power Strokes, and I get to talk about what each one's going to do. And they leave saying they've got so much education, and that's awesome for me, because that's fun to me. And that's kind of what my goal is, to educate them, so then they can know what they want to do.
Well, let's talk about what you brought here. You talked about the turbos. Tell me what's going on there.
So this is a KC Stage 1 Whistler turbo. It's a little bit bigger than stock. This is a turbo that's going to tow amazingly. Plus, what's really cool about this, the Whistler concept. A lot of guys that own 6.7s now in the past have owned 6.0s, and one of the most popular things about a 6.0 Power Stroke is that 6.0 scream, the whistle that they create. Well, Toys over at KC came up with this turbo, and they put a 10-blade in here to make it whistle just like a 6.0 is the concept behind it. It's really popular, just released. It's a really good concept, and it's a great towing turbo. Where we live at 4,000 elevation. We tow up to 12,000 elevation. This is going to pull amazing. I've got this on a truck in my area, and he pulls 30,000 pounds up to that 12,000, and he says he never goes over 1,100 degree GTs. It's a pulling machine, so that's what the goal is. This turbo right here is going to pair amazing with this pusher piping kit built here in America to drop your EGTs 200 degrees on the 6.7 Power Stroke.
And that's on the 6.7. You brought some goodies here for the 6.0 we see behind us as well. And is this the turbocharger that's on that?
What's on this truck right behind us? It's a SoCal Billet T4 kit. It pairs great with stock to wild race trucks. This right here is a Stage 2 cam. This is our most popular camshaft. This is going to work great in your daily drivers, for your tow rigs, to your all-out race trucks. Right over here we got 2 different heads. We have a cast stock plus head, they're O-ringed, and then we have an aluminum all-out race head right here. That's what we're going to talk about when you call us to decide which one's going to work best for you. This VGT turbo, a non-VGT turbo, what size injectors, what size rods, what kind of heads you're going to use.
Well, Matt and Keith, thank you guys for coming in. And Chase is also here from Blessed Performance. You've benefited from a lot of these Go Fast parts. Tell me what you put on your 6.0 here.
So here we have a 2006 6.0. It has a S400 kit from SoCal Billet with a Charlie Fish built 472 1.0 turbocharger with the SoCal Billet intercooler piping. We have that turbocharger paired with a set of 285-100 Holder premium injectors as well.
All right, now you're talking all the technical stuff, but what I really want to know is what kind of horsepower upgrade are we talking about from the stock vehicle?
So for the 2020 season, we were making around 714 horse at just shy of 1,300 foot-pounds of torque.
That's up from 300 something stock.
Yeah, 325 stock. This year, we actually changed it up with going with the 285s in the 472. So I'm trying to achieve mid-8s to start, but by the end of the season, I'm hoping to be 900 horse on fuel with Snow Performance's water meth kit. I'm hoping to achieve mid-9s.
So you're drag racing this, but also taking it to hit the mud.
Yeah, so 2020, we basically only drag raced it a few times on the street, but it was all focused on drag racing. This year, we're hoping to be able to take it to a couple truck pulls that we have locally, and just to help the eastern side of the country with Blessed Performance. Get it out there at the truck pulls as well, not just the tracks.
Quickly, what do you love about the way Blessed Performance does business?
Straightforward, it's family owned. It doesn't matter if you're a customer, you're Keith's son, you're treated the same way as if you were a family member. It doesn't matter if it's 1 a.m. or 1 in the afternoon. Matt will be there to help you out. I'll be there to help you out. It doesn't matter if you're broken down or, hey, what injector should I pair with this turbo I got? I mean, we're there to help.
That's great. You can get great diesel performance and amazing personal touch. Check them out at blessedperformance.com. We'll be right back with more Motorhead Garage presented by NHOU Protective Coatings in just a minute.